music for it. Different postcards and pictures of game sites are showing up on the introductory screen. This is for people who are unable to see. I'm going to try to provide some video description as best I can. The introduction to the game should start here momentarily. Automatically. This is not live, I'm just recording. Here's the introductory screen with an old-time radio. A light flickering on the back of the bus. It's open. A torn cityscape sits before you. A man in power armor, which is a steel suit of armor, holding a weapon, turns towards the camera. It reads Bethesda Game Studio presents Fallout 3.
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone,
Skull on the screen.
blood has
with
been
wood.
spilled in the name of everything from
A
God
graveyard.
to justice to simple psychotic rage.
Trees in a cemetery overlooking the graves.
In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could
A
sustain
giant
itself
mushroom cloud
no
explodes
longer.
in the distance, overlooking what used
The
to be
world
a neighborhood.
was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation.
A torn
But it was
cityscape
not,
is
as
laid
some
out
had
on
predicted,
screen.
the end of the world.
You can see twisted and
Instead,
broken metal.
The apocalypse was simply the prologue
Torn
to another bloody
highways.
chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world,
Rubble in the streets.
but war
Broken down cars.
never changes.
See the entry to buildings, but their windows are broken out.
In the early days,
Billboards are
thousands were
tattered
spared the
and
horrors
torn.
of the Holocaust by taking refuge
Skeletons
in
of
enormous
wooden
underground
structures remain.
shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101.
Countryside and hillside show roads that have not been
For on that
maintained.
fateful day, when fire rained from the sky,
A gear
the giant
slides
steel door
forward.
of Vault 101 slid closed
It's the vault door,
and never reopened.
labeled with 101.
It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters. And no one
And no one ever leaves. The camera backs out to show a tunnel, and the main screen for the start menu begins. Noises you hear are me pressing the buttons to start a new game. See a cityscape that is torn apart. Street lamps are broken. Buildings are decayed, falling apart. A man in an armored suit called power armor holding a weapon turns slowly to face the camera as though he's looking at you. Bethesda Game Studios presents, on a black screen in yellow letters, Fallout 3. Ron
War.
Perlman speaks.
War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind,
You see
when
a
our
skull,
ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock
skeleton
and
bones
bone,
on the ground, with
blood
mountains
has
in the
been
distance.
spilled in the name of everything from God to justice.
An unkempt
simple
cemetery
psychotic
looks like a
rage.
military cemetery with trees on either side.
In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict,
A broken
the
down
destructive
bicycle
nature
and
of
broken
man
picket
could sustain
fences
itself
with electrical
no
poles
longer.
A mushroom cloud looms in the background.
The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it
Rubble
was
in the
not,
streets.
as some had predicted, the end
Broken
of the world.
buildings with bomb
Instead,
holes in the
the
roofs.
apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human
Torn
history.
bridges broken
For
apart.
man had succeeded in destroying the world.
Twisted metal and debris
War
litter
War
the
never
cityscape.
changes.
Playground
In the
that's
early days,
empty.
thousands
billboard
were spared
that's
the horrors of the
Scarred
Holocaust
and torn.
by taking
No
refuge
longer
in enormous underground
vibrant.
shelters.
Broken
known as
buildings in the
vaults.
background. A world in
But
ruin.
when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them,
The countryside is shown.
all except those in
Trees
Vault
have no leaves.
101. For on that fateful day,
A vault
when
door,
fire rained
shaped
from
like
the
a
sky,
gear, closes.
the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened.
A vault door
It
with
was
101
You were born. It is
rolls
here you will die.
to a close, and the camera
Because in
pans
Vault
out,
101,
revealing a
No
cave
one ever enters,
which the
no
vault
one
door is recessed
ever
into.
leaves.
Scene emerges. Slowly, a face comes into view.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl?
Two figures. A male voice, and another figure behind him, likely someone helping with the birth. At this point, you're asked to choose your gender for your character. I'm going to choose a girl.
It's a girl? A girl! We've got a daughter, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby girl.
Oh, James. We did it. Oh, a daughter. Oh, our beautiful daughter.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, sweetie. I'm sure of it. Look at you.
James is looking
Look
into
at
the
you.
camera as though looking
Hi
at you.
there. I'm your daddy, sweetheart. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about...
Here we get to choose our character name. I'll just go with Xena. Select done.
That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly. Looks like they've finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when
Screen
you're all
comes
grown
down.
up.
Now we get to choose what our character will look like. Choose your character's race. African American, Asian, Caucasian, or Hispanic. I'm going to leave it at Caucasian, which is the default. Some presets you can take. I'm going to choose a young woman with short red hair. Choose not to customize beyond that. I could choose my hair shape and hair color. I'm going to leave it as it is. Am I sure that I want my character to look like this? I'm going to select yes out of the option of no or yes.
You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Liam Neeson has a surgical mask over his face.
Beautiful. Just like her daddy.
It's a big world out there, honey, full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be?
He's
You're just-
obscured by the
Catherine?
operating light room.
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compressions. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 2.
A woman in the background
Come
moves
on.
towards the head of the
Hang on,
bed
Catherine.
and the
Hang on.
screen fades to white.
Okay?
1 year later.
Doctor, not a deadbeat. Fail to meet my expectations and there will be no
Don't look straight into the light.
Chilly chatter.
Decorations,
May your future be
native
bright.
toys, just something you get used to, just like home. Come on over here, sweetie. Come on. Walk to Daddy.
We're in a sterile looking room, and our father James is
You can do
kneeling
it.
down, hunching down, trying to coerce us to move our character towards him. There's a
Come to
gate in
Daddy.
front of us. There's a toy box to our right.
Just a little further.
It's obvious that we are a toddler.
Over here.
There's a plaque sitting on top of a chest.
Just a little further.
I am Alpha and Omega,
You
the
can make
beginning and the end. I will give
it.
unto
Come
him
to Daddy.
that
Over here.
is
You can do it.
at first the fountain of the water of life freely.
Come to Daddy.
Revelations 21:6.
Just a little further.
On the book, on the floor is a
You
book.
can make it.
It says special. And in the toy chest,
Over here.
there's a rattle, a teddy bear, a wooden
You can
block,
do it.
and a toy car.
You can make it.
There's a chair and a bed beyond the
Just
gate,
a little further.
and another chair on the other side of the gate. Going through the gate, there's a ball to my left, which I can
You
kick.
can make it. Just a
red.
little further.
Heading towards the dad character now, James. He's looking at
There
us.
you go.
He's dressed in
My
a white lab
goodness,
coat.
Just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo, I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, honey. I'll be back in a bit.
Dad in his white lab coat went through a door which slid open by rising up. You can hear what sounds like a mobile in the background, like a crib, mobile crib, but we are not in a crib. We could open the door of the gate and wander forward again. Above us, I see a red toy truck that says Nuka-Cola. I'm going to go to the book now and click on it. It says, You're Special. It has a picture of a baby in a pram. We get to choose our stats now. We see a caricature called Vault Boy. He's very muscular and standing in a pose that shows off his physique. Says I have 5 points to spend in total. S is for strength, and that means I am strong. I can carry more toys and swing stuff all day long. P is for perception, a long funny word. It means what I tasted, smelled, saw, and heard. And the picture is a vault boy in his vault suit. Black and white photo, and it depicts the 5 senses: heart, hearing, sight, smell, and touch. E is for endurance, and that's how long I can play. I'm always really healthy and have energy all day. Here, Vault Boy is skipping rope. C is for charisma. It's why people think I'm great. I make my friends all laugh and smile and never want to hate. Vault Boy is looking at you from the page, pointing his fingers at you with his thumb in the air, like finger guns. I is for intelligence. It means I'm really smart. I use my brain for lots of stuff, like science, math, and art. It shows Vault Boy sitting on top of a pile of books, reading a volume. A is for agility. That's how I get around. I move real fast and easy, and I never make a sound. Vault Boy is balancing in the air on one finger at the tip of a bottle. Impressive. L is for luck, and it's simple, you see. It means that good things always happen to me. Shows Vault Boy walking with a black cat near his foot. Let's review. And again, we see the intelligence depiction of Vault Boy with his nose in a book sitting on top of a pile of books. Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. So now I need to decide where I'm going to put my points. You get 5 points as a default, but you can change that around. I am going to put points into perception. 2 points there. 2 points into charisma. 1 point into agility. I'm going to take... I'm going to take 1 away from endurance and put 1 into luck. And that's all the points I have to spend. All done. Press X. Okay, that's the book. I'll walk towards the door. In red letters it says pick door, locked, very hard. The door opens and Dad is there.
You are quite the little explorer, aren't you? Serves me right for trying to pin you in. Come on over here. I want to show you something. See that? It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
Dad has dark hair, dark gloves, dark pants, and a white lab coat. He wears a bulky-looking machine on his arm, and it's called a Pip-Boy. We follow him into the living room, where there is a coffee table and a couple chairs, sitting by a couch, and a dining room table with chairs around it. There's a picture on the wall that's black and white of sailboats and trees, like a beach scene. Following Dad into the hall. Hall is pretty dark. The walls are gray. Scene transitions to white. 9 years later.
Surprise! Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast. You blinded the poor kid. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Can you believe it? She is growing up so fast.
Happy birthday, honey. I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you. If only your mother...
Congratulations, young lady. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities. So here you are. As Overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Enjoy your party. You're only 10 once, so have fun.
So here,
Oh
Dad,
man, you got a Pip-Boy. I wish I was 10.
Dad grew a beard, but he's still in his outfit. We're in a cafeteria or dining room. It looks kind of like a diner style. It's got a red and white checkerboard floor. There's balloons of many colors, red, white, and blue. Happy birthday in a banner written across the ceiling, hanging from a banner. There's a jukebox in the corner, and before me stands a little boy who was just commenting about the Pip-Boy that I just received. He's wearing a birthday hat, as are many of the children. The walls are otherwise gray. There's a bulletin board on one wall and a counter further in the distance with a round robot. Looks like a ball with legs made of metal. We're going to approach Amata, who's standing before us. She has a pointed cone birthday hat.
Happy birthday! We really surprised you, didn't we? Your dad was afraid you were onto us, but I told him not to worry. You're so easy to fool.
Here I have options of dialogue that I can give. You didn't fool me, I just pretended not to know, which is a lie. Great party, Amata. Thanks for doing this for me. Or, is this it? Or hasn't the real party started yet? So basically you have a good, bad, and sarcastic reaction. I tend to be pretty positive. I'm going to choose great party, Amata. Thanks for doing all this for me.
You're welcome. But really, your dad did most of it. I just helped with the decorations and stuff. Hey, I bet you can't guess what I got you for your birthday. Go on, guess.
I really have no idea as an option. A date with Freddie Gomez is a second option. Just give me the present already is the third. I'm going to tell her I have no idea.
Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. Who's your favorite barbarian? That's right, Grognak, issue 14, and with no missing pages. I found this in a box of my father's old things. Believe it or not. Imagine him reading comic books. I guess everybody was 10 once. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests. We'll talk later, okay? Happy birthday.
All the guests in the vault are wearing a blue jumpsuit with yellow striping down the front where the buttons would be. On the back is 101, which is the number of the vault that we're in.
Happy birthday!
Security guard there saying happy birthday. He's sitting at a bar on a bar stool. Like I said, it looks a little bit like a diner. As we move through, we see several patrons. The overseer is seated at a table. He's the one who gave us our Pip-Boy. There are plates and knives and forks on the tables in the diner style.
Happy birthday, Nosebleed.
Children's table.
Happy birthday!
The overseer. Old Lady Palmer is
Enjoying
taking
yourself?
a sip of her coffee. If we can get around Amata here.
Attention, everyone! It's time to cut the cake!
The robot that I mentioned earlier
Nice Pip-Boy. What is that? One of the 3000A models? What piece
has a
of junk?
buzzsaw for a hand,
you have to
and
wind
he
it up
just
every
No.
destroyed the cake.
What are you looking at?
Mortified about the cake mishap. Simply mortified.
Daddy, I told you not to act all official.
That voice,
I know you were joking.
English
but I'm
voice
not
was the
sure
robot.
anyone else did.
Nonsense. People always enjoy my little speeches.
So, what do you think we should
Besides,
call our
that friend
game?
of yours could
It's gotta
use a
be totally
reminder that
killer,
life is
though.
not all
Hey,
fun
how
and
about the
games.
Vault Dwellers? Get it?
Wants to go around
supposed
all
to
day
be a
being called
party,
Vault
you know?
Dweller.
Fun?
Sometimes I think you really
you should
are
try
as
it
dumb as you
sometime,
look.
Daddy. You might like it.
How's it
Come on,
going, sweetheart?
Wally. You always have good ideas.
That's James
Yeah,
sitting
Hey,
by
have
the
a
cake.
nice time?
Do you think we
Mackers.
surprised her?
Super cool,
I'm
right?
sure of it.
Here's the
Wally.
robot.
Never
His
suspected
name
a
is
thing.
Andy.
Now go on and enjoy yourself.
He is called a Mr. Handy robot.
Thanks for coming, Stanley.
Allow
I know
me
you
to
were
wish
busy
you a
with the
happy
water
birthday.
purifier. Everything's fine, I
would
hope.
offer you a piece of cake.
Oh, sure, nothing to worry about. Me and Andy got her all fixed up again last night, good as new.
I wasn't worried.
So Andy is a bright,
Fix
shiny metal,
anything, right?
and he has
Hey, you having a nice
3
time?
arms on his sphere towards
How
the
are you
top,
guys doing better
and
than
they
that?
function
Oh,
as
really good. I
eyes.
help with the decorations
His
down.
eyes are
Wally,
yellow
oh,
beams, and there are
really?
3 of them,
That's
and they
you,
move. They're all
Big cheese.
How may I
articulated.
serve you, mistress?
He has the buzz saw
Cheese and Wally? Why do you always have to get your name in there?
and
Hello, Officer
Hey,
grip
Gomez.
type
I'm glad you could make it.
Happy
fixtures at
birthday.
the end of his other 2 arms. So he has 3 feet, if you want to think of it that way, and an engine at the bottom that holds him aloft.
Officer Gomez?
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
May I serve you, mistress?
Now, interestingly, I have avoided an interaction with Butch and the gang, known as the Tunnel Snakes,
Birthday.
and Mrs. Palmer.
I didn't bring you a present.
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness, I hope I didn't miss the party.
Yeah, my dad and Amata threw me a great party, didn't they? Second option, why are you talking to me like I'm 5? Third option, yes, can I have my present now? Going to take the first option that says the party's great.
They sure did. My. 10 years old already? Why, I can remember helping your dad change your diapers. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old with your very own Pip-Boy. Since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did? I wrote you a poem, just for you. I hope you like it.
Thank you, I will treasure it always. Is that all? Second option, thanks, I guess. Did you get me anything else? Third option, a poem? You've got to be kidding me. I will take the thank you option.
Of course. Run along now, dearie, and have yourself a wonderful birthday.
If that's
Happy
what you want.
birthday.
I heard an inventory cue that means something went into my inventory, which now that I have a Pip-Boy, I can access.
Hey, Paul, your hobby's open. Whoa, that's your hobby?
So we hear
Now,
Butch in the
Give
background.
me an idea for what to
Thank
name
you
our
for
game.
coming, Miss Beatrice.
Just be
I
patient.
got it.
You don't want to
man,
ruin
this
the
is a
surprise,
great
do
one.
you?
Oh my
Go ahead.
goodness.
Jonas is
I
waiting.
wouldn't have missed it for the world.
All right.
Your girl is like
So
a dog.
we're going to go down the hall.
Scary or just goofy? They've got teeth
There
and everything,
are
right? Show us how smart you are, Wally.
signs
What
on the
should we
ceiling
call
that tell me
ourselves?
the reactor is off to
I
the
still like
left.
the Mackers.
We're not naming ourselves after you. Drop it, all right?
Clinic is straight ahead. That would be where Dad works. I try to go through there, but I can't. The door is locked.
Maybe.
It's all
footprints. You guys like
sterile
that?
looking. This is an underground vault.
Sure. I mean, I really like that.
We're going to go towards
Never mind.
the reactor.
My mom made me come to this party.
And the upper level is ahead of us. Let's see if I can go up. I can.
Remember, your Pip-Boy is not a toy. Proper cleaning and maintenance will ensure the device's operation for this and future generations.
There are speakers throughout the vault. Here's a very hard locked door that I am unable to lockpick. I will go back down the stairs. I don't think I've ever gone that direction right off the bat. I've also never skipped Butch. So we're going to go towards the reactor room. And down one flight of stairs and down a second flight of stairs. We are presented with a left or right option. A man in the white lab coat is coming towards me.
What are you doing down here, young lady? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level.
I'm not a kid. I'm 10 years old. Second option. Can it, Jonas? Where's my surprise present already? Third option. Oh, but Dad told me it was okay to come down here. Which I think will be my selection.
Hey, relax. I was just teasing. Listen, now that you're 10, you don't have to take guff like that from grown-ups anymore. Got it? Hold on one more minute. I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
Jonas walks away. Then turns around to see us.
Are
and
you
we
ready
see
for your
Dad
surprise?
coming down the hall. What kind of surprise, I can ask? Or I don't like surprises. What kind of surprise?
The overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again. You know how tough it is to find a spring that small? Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try?
Here, we can't shoot a gun here. Or, what do I get to kill? What do I get to kill? I think any 10-year-old would probably say that.
Easy now. It's only a BB gun, but it's not a toy. Let's go try it out. Jonas and I have found a nice spot for you. Follow me.
Okay, so Dad enters the room and walks towards Jonas. The anticipation is that I'll follow. The door opens and Dad walks through. I'm just going to look around this room a little. In red letters, I see a sign above a door that says filter room. It's inaccessible, however. The reactor is in the center of the room, and it looks like a large mechanism with 4 large coil-type apparatus on the top, and much mechanical housing. And there's fencing surrounding it. Again, a lot of gray. There's a control panel off to the side. Jonas and Dad appear to be waiting for me on the other side of the door, so I'm going to walk through to a long room. You can hear the vault sounds. The reactor is through another door that is inaccessible in red letters, meaning, high importance. And walking to Jonas, I can talk to him.
Happy birthday, darling. I hope you have fun with it.
Thanks a lot, Jonas. This is really cool. Or, couldn't you get me a real gun? A BB gun is kind of lame. Or, I guess so. I'm just not that into shooting things. That doesn't make sense with what I really said to Dad. So I'm going to choose the first option. Thanks a lot, Jonas. This is really cool.
Hey, you don't turn 10 every day. Now go on and let me see you shoot something.
Jonas also has a Pip-Boy. Anyone that's 10 or older has a Pip-Boy. He has pens in his pocket and some type of device that Dad also had.
Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want.
This is great, Dad. Thanks. Or just thanks, Dad. Or I don't want a stupid BB gun for my birthday. I'm going to say, this is great. Thanks.
Couldn't have done it without Jonas's help. You make sure to thank him.
I did. I made sure to thank him. Jonas whistling. So if I were to press my right trigger on the controller, it brings up the BB gun. I can pan around and see myself a little bit. I'm surprised I'm able to see myself that much. I'm in profile. It's hard for me to see myself. But this would be me at 10. And I'm holding the gun with my right hand on the back of the gun and my left hand at the front, like you would be holding a rifle. Pressing the left trigger.
You can do this.
I can zoom in. I assume that there are targets I need to shoot. So I'm going to move a little closer to where they've got like a barricade set up. I assume that's the firing line. And I see circles that have targets in them. It's a little hard for me to see the cursor, but there we go. There's one. Another. And
Careful, it's a
there we
rad
go.
roach. Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine.
There's the rad roach. Now if I press my right bumper, it puts me into what's called VATS, which is why I think this game is so good for people with vision problems and you need time. VATS is like an automatic targeting system. The rad roach is a very large cockroach. The roach is like as long as your arm, pretty much. They're huge. They're mutated. So when I press the VATS button, I can freeze time, and it shows me that I could hit it in the head, and I'd have a 22% chance of hitting it if I were to fire. Oh, excuse me, that's 32%. Head and antennas. If I were to hit it in the legs, I have a 95% chance of hitting it in the legs, which would likely cripple it. The body, torso, is a 95% chance. And if I'm trying to hit the right legs, which is facing away from me so I can barely see it, it's only a 13% chance. So I'm going to try to hit it in the legs at the 95% chance. So I've selected that by using my thumbstick, and I'm going to pull the trigger with my right trigger. And hopefully I will get it in the legs. Right trigger once, there's a sound. That means that one of my action points is going for that shot. Another action point. In case the first shot misses, the second one will hit. And those are the only 2 action points I can use. So I'm going to press A to say this is what I want to do. It fired twice. Now it's facing me. It's got antenna. It's brown. It's ugly. It's a cockroach. Definitely insect. I have a 62% chance of hitting it in the face. I don't have the action points, however, so I'm just going to use the B button and fire right away. There we go. Took 3 shots, but it is dead.
Good work. That's one less rad roach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with a big game hunter.
Smile.
Put my gun away. Jonas takes a picture of us. 6 years later, we're in another transition screen of white.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old girl. So, yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT to take.
So now we're in Dad's clinic. There are x-rays shown in the background over his right shoulder. Says, if you say so, Dad. But I'm sick, really. And that's a lie. Anything I need to know about the goat, I can ask him? Or I can just say, bye, Dad.
The
Anything about the goat?
Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test. GOAT. Everyone here in the vault takes it when they're 16. Helps to figure out what sort of a job you'll have here in Vault 101 when you get a bit older. So, pay attention and try not to fall asleep. You know what the overseer says? We're born in the vault, we die in the vault. Each is tested to determine their abilities, that they may work for the betterment of all vault residents. Huh. Sound familiar?
I have the same options that I had before. There's a new one. Do we have to die in the vault? Can't we ever leave? Or, is it true, Dad? Was everyone born in the vault? I'm going to ask, can't we ever leave?
That's not the way it works. And it won't do to go around asking questions like that, especially not around the overseer. I want to tell you something now. It's important, so listen closely. This place, this vault, it's not perfect, I know, but it is your home. You're safe here. Stay on the overseer's good side, and you always will be. You understand? You need to appreciate all you have, because what's up there on the outside, that's not the life I want for you. And it's not what your mother wanted for you either.
Is it true, Dad? Was everyone born in the vault?
That's what the overseer says, isn't it? He's not about to let anyone else in, so I guess that's how it'll have to be. You're here now, and it's a hell of a lot better than being up there. All your mother and I ever wanted was for you to be safe, and you're safe here.
Dad has his arms crossed, looking pretty stern. Guess he means he shouldn't ask too many questions. Can we talk about, Mom? The one we saw die when we were born.
Your mother, she was beautiful. But beyond the beauty you've seen. There's just so much those old photos can never show. And she was passionate. About life, about love. But most of all, she was passionate about you. When she became pregnant, it was the happiest I had ever seen her. She had great things in mind for you. And so, time for you to stop stalling and get to class. Please, honey, please, take these achievement tests seriously. The last thing I need is your mother's ghost haunting me because her only child became a garbage burner.
I'll just say goodbye.
Take care, sweetie. Now get out of here, and good luck.
Okay. There's a computer on his desk, and a fan. We can activate the computer. It's not locked. There are patient files, and strangely enough, there's something called experiments. There's experience 27CE, experiment PP 216, and the other option is back. The cells are still replicating. No mutation, thank God. If whatever is out there could penetrate this vault, can't even begin to imagine what the overseer would do. The second experiment. after borrowing a few more water chips. And I need to move the microphone up. In rerouting some of the power here in the clinic, I've finally been able to affect the latest sample. It's not much, but considering what I have to work with, it's a definite step in the right direction. But this new experiment was also monumental for another reason. It's the first time Jonas has assisted me. He has suspected forever, I know, so I guess it was inevitable. And his help has been inevitable. I just hope he knows what he's gotten himself into. So some mystery here. Surprised Dad doesn't have his computer locked. Okay, gonna go back there. And there's patient files on each of them and gives a little background to each character. Okay. Also...
Good morning. Stopped in to see the old man before class, eh?
Sure did, Jonas. Jonas is asking us from the hallway. There is
Morning,
a
Jonas.
bobblehead
Morning, Doc.
for
How's
medicine.
things?
Have you had a chance to look over these results?
I was just going over them. Something you're worried about?
I'd just like to keep an eye on it.
We're going to take the
No
bobblehead.
problem.
Inscription on the bobblehead says, "The smart man knows a bandage only hides his wounds. Your medicine skill has been permanently boosted by 10 points."
Have my report ready this afternoon.
Sounds good. Let me know if there are any changes.
There are only a certain amount of
Morning,
bobbleheads
pal.
in each, there's only a certain amount of bobbleheads in the game. Jonas walks out. Dad stays at the desk. He's seated, getting to work. We're going to follow Jonas out here. Look around the clinic a little bit.
Hi, Stanley. Sorry to keep you waiting. What seems to be the trouble today?
Did you know?
I've got this headache that just won't go away. Even with the pills you gave me last
We'll leave
week.
Jonas to his
The lights,
patients.
I think they hurt my eyes.
Get out of my way, you
That's still
stupid
bothering
tunnel
me.
snakes!
Well,
I can show you
I can
a
run
real
few more
tunnel
tests
snake,
if you
Amada.
like.
Ahead of us are
Why don't you just leave me alone?
Amada
Show
and
it to
the
her,
Tunnel
Butch.
Snake
Go
gang.
run and tell her
Get
daddy
things
on
set
us?
up for you.
You think you're
Just sit
special
tight
because your
and
daddy
I'll
is
whiz
the
you as soon as I
overseer?
can.
She's nothing, Butch.
Let's go into the storeroom, Amada. I'll show you a good time.
I can show you a real tunnel snake, Amada. Tell her, Butch. Hey, Susie,
Daddy's
what's new?
girl, daddy's girl.
Oh, not much.
What's
Our
the
heater's
matter?
on the fritz
Daddy's
again.
girl gonna cry?
You're
kidding me. Didn't
Show
you
it
just
to
get
her,
new
Butch.
parts for it last week? She's nothing, Butch.
Yeah,
You think
sure
you're
did.
special because your
But the
daddy
thing
is the
so old,
overseer?
my grandpa
Let's
had
go into the
trouble with it
storeroom,
when he was
Amada.
my age.
I'll show you a good
Well,
time.
I hope it's working.
So we're
again
going to
soon.
step in
Away
here.
from me! Thanks. Say, you want to grab some
I can
lunch
show
later
you a
on?
real tunnel
Sure
snake,
thing.
Amada.
How about we head
We're going
down
to talk
to
to
the
Butch.
diner after
Well,
class?
we're going to talk to Amada first.
Stupid tunnel snakes! Immature assholes, if you ask me. Why won't they leave me alone? It's not my fault my father's the overseer. I don't care about their stupid gang. Can you talk to them? Maybe Butch will listen to you. Please?
So in the vault, as we heard Dad say, people don't come in and they don't go out. So this needs to be handled because Amada and Butch and the other members of the gang, they're going to spend the rest of their lives together. There's nowhere else to go. Butch and his friends bothering you again, I can ask? I'll see if I can talk some sense into them. You have to fight your own battles. I can't help you with everything. Look, Amada, this is none of my business. I don't want to get involved. There's reasons why we choose what we do. There's a reputation system. So I'm going to say they're bothering you again. Actually, I walked in on it. I saw it. I'm going to say I'll see if I can talk some sense into them.
Thanks. You've always been a good friend. Try talking to Butch. They'll all do whatever he says.
Daddy's girl, daddy's girl.
You too. What's the matter? Daddy's girl gonna cry? Yeah? What do you want?
So I can ask him, what's going on here? Looks like you're having fun. Hey, it's none of my business. Tunnel snakes? You guys are some kind of gang. Is that it? So I'm gonna say, what's going on here?
None of your business, kid. Get out of here before you get hurt. If you mess with the tunnel snakes, you're asking for it. Got me?
Now I could try a speech check. I have a 64% chance of success. It says if you keep messing with her, the overseer's going to come down on your gang. Or, without the speech check, I can say leave her alone or you'll answer to me. Or I say maybe I can help. She's very sensitive about her weight. Oh, that's terrible. Or I can just say I'll be going now. I'm going to try the speech check, see what happens.
Maybe you're right.
Ooh, I
we can
succeeded.
deal with her later. Come on, tunnel snakes. This little bitch isn't worth our time. Whatever you say, Butch. You're the boss.
They're a piece
tunnel
of work.
snakes rule.
Fine,
You
let's
again.
go.
What did I tell you about talking to me, huh? Oh, look, it's Doc's kid. Great. What do you want?
Well, you made it.
They're a bunch
All
of bullies.
set for the goat?
Here's the
Trust
teacher.
me, it really isn't that bad. Just something everybody has to go through.
Oh, I'm feeling kind of sick, Mr. B. Guess I'll have to skip the test. Reschedule. Or, sure, I'm ready. I bet I'd ace it. Or, come on, I don't really have to take this stupid test, do I? I think I'll say I'm ready.
I'm sure you will, especially since it's multiple choice with no wrong answers. We'll start as soon as everyone's found a seat. Good luck.
Nerd girl.
They're so rude. So we've walked into a classroom. There are desks set up in rows. There's 2
I've
rows
got
of
other things
desks.
to do.
Back off.
People are sitting in their seats. There's a projector in the middle.
Let's go, people. The overseer's patience is...
Susie Mack, Freddie
limited.
Gomez. There's Butch.
Hey there.
Wally Mack. Paul Hannon. There's Amada. We'll just make sure she's okay and talk to her.
Thanks for getting rid of them. Assholes. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Just because my father's the overseer, I guess? Idiots.
A seat so we can start.
They're just jealous. So we're going to sit down and watch the slideshow.
Well, now that everyone has managed to find the classroom, we can finally get started. No
There's a
talking, and keep your eyes to yourselves.
There's a projector. It says GOAT with a picture of
Yes,
Vault Boy
I'm
on
talking
it,
to
riding
you,
a
Mr. DeLoria.
Sure thing, Mr. Brotch.
perhaps a
Unless
horse.
anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get started. Question 1. A frenzied vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
On the projector, we saw Vault Boy reacting to a mad scientist type with crazy hair. But doctor, wouldn't that cause a parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity? Yeah, up yours too, buddy. Say nothing but grab a nearby pipe and hit the scientist in the head to knock him out. For all you know, he was planning to blow up the vault. Say nothing but slip away before the scientist can continue his rant. So basically, do I want to have intelligence, intimidation, strength, melee fighting, sneaky stuff? I'm just going to say nothing and slip away.
Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do?
So here we saw Vault Boy sitting on a exam table with a doctor, and his foot is obviously having issues. It's marred, it's kind of scribbled. He's a cartoon drawing. Amputate the foot before the infection spreads, or scream for help, or medicate the infected area to the best of your abilities, or restrain the patient and merely observe as the infection spreads. I'm going to medicate the infected area to the best of my ability.
Question 3. You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
Here we see Vault Boy approaching a young cartoon boy, and the boy is kind of cowering at the back of a hall. Let's give the boy a hug and tell him everything will be okay. Confiscate the stolen property by force and leave the boy there as punishment. Pick the boy's pocket to take the stolen property for yourself and leave him to his fate. Lead the boy to safety and then turn him into the overseer. For a stealth run, picking the boy's pocket would give you a little bonus to perception, but I'm going to choose what I would likely do, because you can, at the end of this test, you can change your stats if you need to.
Question 4. Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer?
So here we saw Vault Boy being portrayed in a number of various baseball positions: swinging a bat, catching a ball, running, catching, throwing. So would I be a pitcher, a catcher, a designated hitter, or none? You wish the Vault had a soccer team. Yeah, soccer team.
Question 5. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another Vault resident. What do you do?
So the picture is a granny trying to hand you a revolver. Obey your elder and kill the resident with the pistol. Offer your most prized possession for the resident's life. Ask Granny for a minigun instead. After all, you didn't want to miss. Throw your tea in Granny's face. I think I'd try to trade something to Granny. Figure out what's going on. Why does she want this person dead?
Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
Okay, you saw an old man sitting in a chair behind a door, as was described. I could use a bobby pin to pick the lock on the door. Trade a vault hoodlum for his trade a vault hoodlum for his cherry bombs and blow the door open. Go to the armory, retrieve a laser pistol, and shoot the lock off, or walk away and let the old goo rot. A bobby pin. I try to pick my way in.
Question 7. Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
So this is just as the teacher describes. There's a arm growing out of your belly button with a hand pointing at your face. A bullet, and put yourself out of your own misery. Large dose of anti-mutagen agent. Prayer, maybe God will spare you in exchange for the life of pious devotion. Removal of the mutated tissue with a precision laser. I would say the surgical procedure.
Question 8. A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
So this shows one Vault Boy looking at another Vault Boy reading a comic book. Trade the comic book for one of your own valuable possessions. Steal the comic book at gunpoint. Sneak into the resident's quarters and steal the comic book from his desk. Slip some knockout drops into the resident's Nuka-Cola, and then take the comic book while he's unconscious. I think I'd try a trade before I'd try one of the others.
Question 9. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and
You loosen the bolts on some pipes. When the sink is turned on, the restroom will flood. Excuse me. Put a firecracker in the toilet. That's sure to cause some chaos. Break into the locked medicine cabinet and replace the high blood pressure medication with sugar pills. Manipulate the power wattage on his razor so he'll get an electric shock the next time he shaves. I think they're all bad. But I think the flooding would be the least dangerous, the least impactful to anybody else. I don't want to hurt anybody else. So here we go.
Question 10. Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101? He who shelters us from the harshness of the atomic wasteland, and to whom we owe everything we have, including our lives.
There is a picture of Vault Boy standing like at the head of a conference table. And every answer is the overseer. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 answers, overseer. We'll
Pencils down, people. That's it. The infamous goat. I'm sure most of you didn't find it so bad. Others, well, there are always openings in the maintenance department. Don't forget to hand in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the goat. You can have the rest of the day off to celebrate or to pray, as the situation warrants.
So this is how your job in the vault is determined. And there is the symbol for Vault Tech, which is a target type circle.
Get out of my face.
With bars coming out of it.
Here you are, Mr. Broch. I hope I did okay.
Nothing for you to worry about, Miss Almodovar. Let's see. Very well done. Looks like it's the supervisory track for you.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
I don't think I ever realized her last name was Maldivar.
I've got other things to do. Yo, Teach, I'm done.
Ah, Butch. Can I admit that I've been waiting for this day for a long, long time? Allow me to savor the moment. Now then, let's see. Really? Interesting. You've surprised me, Butch. I didn't think you had it in you. Hairdresser. Who would have thunk it?
You're so full of it. That isn't true. Get out of my face. I'm all done, Mr. Broch. I guess. Wait a second. Can I have it back? I think I need to change one of my answers.
Just calm down a minute, Paul. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Let's see. Yep, just as I thought. You're slated for the engineering track. Congratulations, Mr. Hannon. You've passed the GOAT.
Oh, gee. That's not so bad. Engineering, all right.
Each of the tunnel snakes has a leather jacket on, like a 50s style leather jacket. Has tunnel snakes written on the back with a picture of a snake.
Mother can't wait to find out if I'll be going into science or home economics.
Science. Well, perhaps. Let's see what the GOAT says. Well, well. Maintenance department. I hope your mother will be pleased. I'm sure Stanley will be.
What? That's impossible.
Bye.
So, oh, there's Susie. The last student. Is she going to talk to Mr. Broch?
Good to see you.
Well, thanks, Susie. Mr. Broch is sitting behind his desk with a bunch of graded papers and a coffee mug and a desk lamp.
Finished?
I hope you weren't just talking to me.
Oh, she was so nice the first time. Well, there's one guy left over here. Freddie Gomez. What's up, Freddie?
I can't figure out number 5. First, I think I should listen to my grandmother. But then, isn't killing someone wrong?
I'm finished here.
Don't you want to find out what you got?
Now I already know what it says. Hardly takes a rocket scientist to crack that joke of a test.
Well, it appears that Wally is still working on his test, so let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Broch.
They say the goat never lies. According to this, you're slated to be the next vault chaplain. God help us all.
Wow, that's what I've always wanted to be. My dream is finally coming true. Whatever, I just answered randomly. Is that how you got stuck with your job? That can't be right. The stupid test got it all wrong. Yeah. I guess I was too good a goody. Chaplain, huh? So I'm going to say that can't be right. The stupid test got it all wrong.
Listen, I was just as obnoxious at your age. I didn't take the goat seriously. And look where I ended up. Just between you and me, the whole test is a joke. If you don't like the results, I can make your goat come out any way you want. Just let me know.
Yeah, we're going to pick our own. Because they've tagged me with barter. I want lockpick. So, well, medicine's good to have. So is speech, but I'm going to tag. So tag gives you 15 points right off the bat. I don't need barter right away. So lockpick, repair. You can get quite far with speech, so speech. Lockpick, repair, and speech. Those are going to be my 3 tag skills, as they're called. Let me see what I need to press here. Alright, X. Y is reset. So we're good. Alright.
Surely you have someplace better to be than hanging around my classroom.
I do.
Surely you have someplace better to be than hanging around my classroom.
I do. So we're going to go out.
Snake life forever.
Back off.
Oh, look, it's Doc's kid. Great.
Look,
What do you
Square, I
want,
already
nerd
told you. We got
girl?
nothing to say to each other.
Alright.
I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early.
Anything is possible, even an A. Mr. Broch.
Another transition screen, 3 years later. So we were 16, now we're 19.
Wake up!
You need
Come
to
on,
know
wake up!
these things. I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
Come on! You've got to wake up!
It's Amada. What's wrong, Ramada? Or, how weird, I was just dreaming about you. Or, leave me alone, I'm trying to get some sleep. So I'm going to ask what's wrong.
You've got to get out of here! Your dad is gone and my father's men are looking for you!
What do you mean my dad is gone? Or, good for dad, about time somebody stood up for the overseer, no offense. Or, big deal, your dad's mad at my dad. What's that got to do with me? So I'm going to say, what do you mean my dad is gone?
He's left the vault! I don't know how, but he's gone, and my father, he's kind of gone crazy.
I've never seen you so scared, Amada. What's happened? Or, Dad couldn't really have left the vault. That's impossible. Or, so Mr. Paranoid has finally gone over the edge. I think I'll remark on the first thing about what's happened. Why is she so scared?
It's Jonas! They killed him!
Oh?
My father's men! They took him and... Oh my god, you have to leave now!
Oh my God, are you okay? You're not going to cry, are you? So they killed Jonas and I'm next, is that it? I believe oh my God is the response I would have.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just sorry you had to find out like this. I know Jonas was your friend. But we've got to go now. My father's men will be here any minute.
My dad can't have left. The door is sealed shut. Or, you're right, I can't stay here, but where can I go? Or, you're the overseer's daughter. Can't you fix this? Even if that's all true, how did you get here first? I need to escape the vault, and you're going to help me. I think you're right, I can't stay here, but where can I go?
I'm sorry, but I think you'll have to follow your dad. You'll have to escape from the vault. Listen, maybe it isn't any of my business, but didn't your dad tell you that he was leaving?
No, I had no idea he was planning to leave. Of course he did. My dad tells me everything, which is a lie. You're right, it's none of your business. So, no, I had no idea he was planning to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas was supposed to explain everything to you? But it doesn't matter. I can help you escape. I have my own plan.
I just wanted to note that Amada is obviously a bit older, has a Pip-Boy on, has her arms crossed, and she has some kind of insignia on her vault suit above her heart. I don't know if that's a determination from the vault goat test. Escape the vault? How? Not another one of your plans, Amada. I don't need help from anyone, especially not from the overseer's daughter. Escape the vault. How?
Listen. There's a secret tunnel that leads directly from my father's office to the exit. You'll have to hack the computer in his office to open it. Use these to get into his office. That's how I always get in.
She's handed me some keys. Sounds like a good plan. Let's get out of here. Now that sounds awfully complicated. Why can't I just get out the normal way? What makes you think this tunnel won't be guarded? It could be a trap. I think that's a decent... What makes you think this tunnel won't be guarded? It could be a trap.
We don't have time for this! Trust me, security doesn't know about the tunnel.
Oh.
Just my father and me. Maybe
see.
this pistol I stole from my father will make you feel better. Go ahead, take it. And then let's get out of here.
Thanks, Amada. I'll only use it as a last resort, I promise. Nice. This'll come in handy if I run into any of your father's goons. Or, no, you keep it. You may need it more than I do. Which is the option I'm going to take. I don't want the gun.
Well, okay. I guess it may come in handy if I run into any radroaches. All right, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. Good luck.
And she runs out. It's enough of a risk that she's...
But don't wait for me.
It's enough of a risk that she's told me. So I'm going to take the baseball bat, baseball, and the glove, my BB gun, 50 BBs, and here's a medicine kit, which looks to be like a gray box with a white cross on it, and a smaller white cross in the center of it. Well, it's a black cross in the center. When I open it up, I find that there's something called MedX and Stimpaks. And I will take both of those. I'm going to check around and see if there's any other loot that I can grab. There's a picture on the wall of Vault Boy in the distance. And it looks to be a father, mother, and 2 children sitting on a picnic blanket. Likely an advertisement before the war. Okay, this seems to be all I can do. Oh, I can open the dresser. Let's see, is there something in the dresser? There's a Grognak the Barbarian. I'll get a little closer here. A Grognak the Barbarian magazine, which I will take. A pre-war baseball cap, a Vault 101 jumpsuit ×2, and a Vault 101 utility jumpsuit. I'm going to take all of those things. And I'm going to hit B and open my inventory. And use my navigation here to equip the utility jumpsuit. No. The regular jumpsuit. Yep, that's good. And I'll wear the hat. Okay. Oops. And weapons. I'm going to equip the baseball bat. Aid. I have some bobby pins. And my ammo. So there I can equip the baseball bat and use that, wield that as my weapon.
There she is. Hold it right there.
Oh no.
Criminy, more roaches.
Oh, he's distracted by the bugs.
Like that?
So I'll take out my bat and hit one roach and decide to hit another roach and select A. I don't want to hit Mr. Man there.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later.
I'm going to search the rad roach. Take the meat.
Yeah!
What? You need to stop hitting me. Alright, I'm going to run.
You gotta help me! My mom's trapped in there with the rad roaches!
Alright, that's Butch. I can say, come on, let's go see if I can help her. Butch asking me for help? If only you knew what the irony meant. Sorry, Butch, I've got my own problems to deal with right now. Or, F off. Fuck off. I'm not going to help you. Because he hasn't been anything but crappy this whole time. But I'm going to say, come on, let's go see if we can help her.
No, I can't go back in there. It's dark. And there's rad roaches.
Don't worry, Butch. I'll get your mom out of there. Are you saying you're afraid of the dark?
No, I mean, it's not the dark. It's the rad roaches. I can't stand them. I tried to get back in to get her. I really did. But I couldn't. You gotta help me. She's not gonna last much longer in there. Can't you hear her screaming?
There's speech. 71%. Your mom's already done for. You'd better run before the roaches come for you. 48%. They're big. You're big, they're little. Just go in and squish them. Be a hero. Or, fine, I'll save your mom. Or, here, take my BB gun. You don't need to be scared of the roaches now. Or, sorry, Butch, you're on your own, I've got to go. I'm going to give him the BB gun.
Wow, where'd you get that? Okay, maybe I can do this. All right, I'm gonna go back in there and kill those damn roaches. Thanks.
There
All right.
she is.
Where are the bugs? No, I don't want to hit her. So I've gone into VATS mode. And
That wasn't very nice.
Alright, plowing the red roaches with my baseball bat. There's one more apparently.
Hurts, you know. Hey, cut it out.
Alright. Officer, what's his face, is still. Who is? I don't know who Butch is shooting. Butch just killed Officer Kendall. Alright, well, there's a police baton, security armor, and a helmet. So, leaves him naked. That was unfortunate. I've never had that happen before. Alright, security armor is a definite upgrade, so we're going to don that and the helmet. But we're going to keep the rest because they have good effects. Alright, we're going to keep the baseball bat going.
We did it! My mom's gonna be okay! You're the best friend I've ever had, man! Hey, I know it isn't much, but I want you to have my Tunnel Snake's jacket. Go ahead, take it.
So Butch gave us his jacket. And his mom is...
Where did those things come from? Oh, I need another drink.
So now we kind of get where Butch is... why he's probably the way he is.
You're the best, man. The best. Everything's gonna be okay now, thanks to you.
Alright. Don't misuse my gun. It's your gun now, but don't be a jerk. Alright, we'll take the rad roach meat and the vodka. We're going to have some cleaning up to do because the blood from the cockroaches now are on the bed. And yeah, squished cockroaches. We're going to search the dresser. More jumpsuits. I might need money where I'm headed, so...
All residents of Vault 101 are hereby confined to their quarters. The rat roach infestation is under control. Do not interfere.
Picture of flowers on the wall. Okay, let's see if I can get out of here. Alright, we're going to crouch. See if we can't sneak out of here. Open this door. It's a little dark in these rooms. We're just going down the hallways. And there is something here. Oh, sink. Okay. That is clean water, so we took a little bit of that. Seek the sunshine of friendship. We're all in this together is written above the door in a rolling banner. Okay, this is where we ran across the rad roaches. Okay, so that's not the way to go. You can hear the alarms going off as there's a red alert for my apprehension. There are vents and lighted switches, but these doors are not accessible for me. There's lots of closed doors that I can't go through. Just trying to find my way. I believe I've landed back at my own bedroom. Okay, yep, there is no other way out, so. Can't go left from my room, so I'm going to go straight down the hall where we ran into cockroaches, the first set of cockroaches. It's a dead end going to the right, so we're going to take a left. Cement floors, lighted panels along the walls.
All residents of Vault 101 are hereby confined to their quarters. The rat roach infestation is under control. Do not interfere.
Oh, I've landed in the restroom.
Any resident found outside his or her quarters will be dealt with.
I can activate the toilets, but I know better. Okay, I opened a door, so I'm going to go through there. Who's here? Ah, that's Butch. I could pickpocket Butch. He's got a switchblade, purified water, and 5 BBs. I don't want to take anything back. Just curious as to what he had on him. He has the gun equipped, so I couldn't do anything with it. Alright. There are red lights flashing in the vault.
All residents of Vault 101 are hereby confined to their quarters.
It's a bit of a maze.
The rat roach infestation is under control. Do not interfere with Vault security personnel.
So it sounds like the
Any
overseers.
resident found outside his or her quarters will be dealt with severely.
Okay, we're headed towards the diner now.
That is all.
And I can hear more cockroaches. I've got my bat out. I'm hidden. Okay. Killed 2 of them, but I hear another one. And we are just trying to collect a little bit of loot before we have to leave and find our way out of here. Oh, Grandma Taylor has been killed. Goodness gracious. Okay. There's a bunch of cups on the floor. I don't need those. Can't go through the door. Alright, that's all that's in here. So we know the reactor. Sorry, Grandma. We know the reactor is down here. It's where we got the BB gun. The atrium. Let's go towards the reactor room.
This is the overseer.
Inaccessible doors. So we pretty much have to go to the atrium. Gonna go through. The lights are really flashing up here.
Oh, you're lucky it was me who found you. The others won't be so forgiving. I don't know what you're up to, and I don't want to know. Just clear out of here, and I'll pretend I never saw you.
Okay, so that was Officer Gomez that came down the stairs and has given us a break because all the other officers are trying to kill us. Thanks, Officer Gomez. I always liked you. And I'll pretend you don't work for a homicidal maniac. Or, as far as I'm concerned, you're a murderer just like the rest of them. Well, I'm going to say thank you. I always liked you.
It's a real shame it's come to this. I can't believe what they did to Jonas. Officer Mack was just out of control. But you're a good kid. You didn't do anything to deserve this. Go find your dad if you can.
He's a good guy.
You won't get away with that.
Well, I'm not trying to get away with anything. Just buy me some time. Oh!
Anyone could have told him the roaches would swarm if we shut the lights off.
True enough. Alright. So somebody has a flamethrower. That's probably the Mr. Handy. Alright, this is where we took the goat. It's Mr. Broch's coffee cup. Okay, that should be Gomez.
You're the one everybody's looking for, right? Well, it's none of my business. Your dad always took good care of us. Not a good idea.
The doctor? I'm afraid you've missed him. Those nasty roaches have gotten my circuits in such a frazzle.
Just hold still. Your left stabilizer's been knocked loose.
I am holding still. It's your old pulsing hands that are shaking.
If you keep turning like that, I'm going to crack your casing.
I was hoping to find a med kit in here.
George used to have the lightest touch. Those were the days.
I think I found the problem.
I think I'd rather just stay broken than submit to any further indignity.
Okay.
Almost got it.
Do you have any idea what you're doing back there?
I think I found the problem.
Alright, activate the medical data system. Terminal locked. Please contact an administrator. Alright.
Don't be such an old woman. Just a few more adjustments and you'll be as good as new.
I think I'd rather just stay broken than submit
That's
to
empty.
any further indignity.
I think I found the problem.
I think you just made it worse. Should I do this myself?
Don't be such an old woman. Just a few more adjustments and you'll be as good as new.
That is not the servo motor switch. To the left. Left, I said.
Alright.
Almost got it.
I think you just made it worse. Should I do this myself?
Looking for the exit.
I think I found the problem.
Do you have any idea what you're doing back there?
Almost got it.
That is not the servo motor switch. To the left.
Okay.
Left, I said.
I'm watching
Any
you.
resident found outside his or her quarters will be dealt with.
I think I found the problem.
That is
do you have any idea what you're doing back there?
I've almost got it.
That is
Alright,
not
that's
the
Officer
servo motor
Gomez.
switch. To the left. Left, I said.
I think I found the problem.
I don't believe you. I expect we'll be here for hours.
Okay.
I've almost got it.
We don't want to deal with Officer Gomez. So we're walking past the rad roaches
The servo motor switch. To the left.
that the Mr. Handy took care of.
I don't believe you.
That was him with the flamethrower. Open the door to the vault atrium.
It's our only chance.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a quick save here. New save.
We're getting out of here, just like the doctor. I'm not gonna let anyone stop us. It's me.
Tom, be careful!
Doesn't sound like Tom made it. Caution. Caution. Phew. It's just the rad roach that saw me. So that's good.
infestation is under control. Do not interfere with security
do anything with those computers. That's unfortunate. Oh, dang it. Alright. Didn't want to do this.
I'm hit!
That's it.
Sorry, buddy. Where are you? Yeah.
No!
You should have run. I mean, that's... Alright, I'll take your pistol. And the uniforms. Where's the other guy? Sorry, guys. It's terrible that they shot these poor people. Alright, there's one officer. Officer O'Brien and Officer Richards. Okay. So from here, I'm going to go... They pretty much look like everybody else. So here's what I want to do. I want to use repair if I can. And that is the Y button. Can't repair that. Okay. Can't repair that. There we go. I need to repair that utility jumpsuit. There it is. There we are. So the condition gets a little bit better by using the other jumpsuits. But because my repair skill is still low, there's not much I can repair with, but... Alright, so we got the 10mm pistol out. And repair that. And repair the police batons. Oh, that was a wasted bullet. Alright. I can't unlock the door. I don't have the skill. I actually want a different weapon out. Police baton will do.
Any resident found outside his or her borders will be dealt with severely.
I got pretty hurt. I'm gonna take some aid. There we go, stim pack. Do 2 of them. There we go. There's one problem up ahead. I see a red dot on my compass. several. Inaccessible door. This is a large room with chairs, overturned tables. Upper level is blinking and the door seems to be breaking. I hear voices at the top of the stairs. Winding around, there's another rad roach. It's gonna take 2 hits to take him out, I think. Go back into stealth mode, where I am undetected. I hear another roach. Go into VATS mode. Give him a quick whack or 2. And falls to the ground dead. The hallways are very dimly lit. I have 0 chance of hitting that particular roach. Too far away. There we go. Excellent. So those roaches are no longer alive. I hear doors trying to open and shut.
He had to go and leave, didn't he? He had to mess things up for everybody.
So there's a guy behind a panel alerting the guards that I'm here.
She's trying to leave the vault. Don't let her get away.
Maybe I'm just jumpy.
Chief Hannon.
Guard! Guard! She's over here.
Don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Guard! Guard! She's over here.
It's towards the administration offices.
Guard! Guard! She's over here.
Reading glasses. Very good. I want those. Oh, they don't give me any. All right.
What was that?
He heard me.
I'm sure I heard something.
I'm in the stacks and.
Dratted roaches.
Yep.
Huh?
Playing a little cat and mouse here. Take those items.
I'm just jumpy.
See where I need to go. Admin's offices.
I told you, I don't know anything.
Phew, out of line of sight from him.
Officer Mack may enjoy this, but I don't. Just tell us where to find you so we can talk.
Can't get through there. Can't get through there. think I can close that door. Alright.
Dare you threaten me? And with my own gun. I'm your father, damn you.
Take that gun away from me, Curly. Just hand it over. Nice and easy now.
I don't have any choice.
Get away from me!
Oh my God, Amata! What have you done?
Where'd she go? I don't know. She just shot somebody. Alright. We're gonna go into the overseer's room. See what happened in here. The overseer's here. And Officer Mack is dead on the floor. There are some lockers with some stim packs. A desk terminal. Activate the terminal. Lock the cell door. Error locking cell door. Alright. Officer Mack has a baton and a security armor. This was an ugly scene. And the overseer is here. Pre-war money, I'll take that. Open the weapon locker. Armor, helmet, and a baton. And 10mm rounds. Definitely will take those. Well, close the door. Come out of hiding. Yeah, cannot lock the door. Let's see what the overseer has to say.
I hope you're here to turn yourself in, young lady. You're already in enough trouble as it is. Don't make it worse for yourself.
We need that code. Just give me the keys to your office and your password and I'll be going. If you ever lay a hand on Amata again, I'll make you regret it. I'm here to kill you. Jonas was my friend. Ooh. I just need to get out of here. Just give me the keys and I'll go.
Oh, is that
Amata's
all?
got a gun.
Is there anything else I can get you while you're here? You'll get nothing from me. I'll die before I see the safety of the vault compromised again.
You're right, you will die if you don't give me that password. Amata, trust me. If you don't give me what I want, I'll hurt her. Bad. I'll escape without your help then. I'm not the one who started killing people. This is true. That's my response.
Save your sanctimony. The world is a dangerous place and I make no apologies for doing whatever it takes to keep the vault safe. Guards, help me!
She's here! Don't let her get away!
You jerk. I gotta get out of here.
Don't let her get away!
I think anybody you would have called
Guards, help!
is already gone.
She's here! Don't let her get away!
Is there a back way out of here? No. Alright.
She's here! Don't let her get away!
Can't close the door. Gotta find a way out of here. Let's see. Overseer's office this way. That is definitely where I need to go. Oh, Jonas. Jonas is lying dead on the floor. So we'll take his eyeglasses because they might be some help. There's a note from Dad, a stim pack, and a lab coat. I'm sorry, Jonas. Alright, so we'll take cigarettes and pre-war money, leave the coffee mug. Pre-war money doesn't weigh anything, so it can be carried without issue. Benches. Alright, this is a locked door, but it's very easy, so I should be able to pick it. Don't think there's anything else in here that can help me. What was that? Oh, yeah, I don't want to sit down. Security chief. I need to pick that door. Gotta find it again. How did I lose it? There it is. Alright. Explanations on how to open the... Alright, I could force the lock and have 44% chance of it, but I just want to pick it. So it's a lock, and I'm holding a screwdriver in my right hand and a bobby pin in my left. I can move the bobby pin left and right. That's the grinding gear. And the screwdriver with my right. Squeaks and opens. So I've made it into the overseer's office. Unfortunately, I cannot close the door. Just looking to see if there are any... Okay, I'm gonna have to open that. Some lockers here. If there's any more ammunition, there is. Some mentats. Terminal password. Some stim packs. That's the kind of information I needed. Security cannon is hanging around somewhere.
I could be in bed right now.
He doesn't see me.
I was sure I heard something.
I'm still hidden.
Just getting jumpy, I guess. Stop in the name of the overseer.
Oh, he saw me.
Yeah!
Didn't want to have to do this. Should have left well enough alone, security chief.
Blood! Ah! Blood! Ah! You're gonna be sorry!
I'm already sorry. One more hit and he's done. Sorry, bud. I'll take your baton and your stuff. You shouldn't have chased me down. Alright, I see the exit and terminal password, which we got off the note. The security dossier, scouting reports, vault tech instructions, and the tunnel. It's a old ANSI looking computer, so it's just a screen with green letters, no pictures. The desk is the circular desk that is in the center of the room is the overseer's desk. Raises and a secret set of stairs appears below. I'm going to pick up and drag the security officer Hammond's body and drop it down the stairs here so it's a little farther out of sight. And at the bottom of these stairs is a door, and I can hear rad roaches on the other side. The door appears to be a reinforced steel door with 2 levers on it that slide and move out of the way as I open the door, and I'm going to close it behind me. I see a rad roach. And kill it. Nobody likes rad roaches. And we're moving down a rounded topped hallway, again encased in steel, and I hear more roaches. Or that could just be my feet. And open door to Vault 101 entrance. Another door just like the one we came from. Now the floor tiling is different. It looks more like grates where water could fall through. And it's a big open room with concrete and metal flooring. I've turned on my flashlight that comes from the light on my boy, which is the mechanism on my wrist that I was gifted when I was 10. To go to the atrium, I could go back to the atrium. There we go. There's a switch I can activate. And that switch, I assume, will activate the door to let me through to, yeah, a control room. Okay. I am going to shut that door if I can. It was activated by a switch, so I don't think I can close it behind me, unfortunately. Going down the stairs, there's a reinforced railing. I have to cross over that. There's a door that requires a key. I don't have the key. There are shipping containers, it appears. It looks like a warehouse. It is the entrance to the vault. Metal railings. And I can see the large vault door in front of me. I can activate the vault door control pod at a station that has buttons and levers and gauges. And there's a lever in the center. And a couple of ports that I can plug things into. There's a red light flashing and a green light. I'm going to activate the vault door control pod. I bet that should say pad. Yes, the lever went down.
She's opening the vault door. Get the overseer. We need this door open now.
Okay, I'm running forward. Wait for the door to be opened, because they're hot on my tail. I've gone through the door. I'm looking back into the vault. So I'm thinking they'll be too scared to come in after me. Okay, and the door control is ahead of me. That's a Mata there.
You did it! You opened the door! My God, I almost didn't believe it was possible.
I couldn't have done it without your help. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I don't need your help. Go back to your crazy father. I couldn't have done it without her help.
No, you didn't need me. If anyone can survive out there, it's you.
Why don't you come with me?
It's tempting, but my place is here. The vault needs me more than you do. I'm the only one who has a chance to talk some sense into my father.
True.
Listen, if you do catch up with your dad, tell him I'm sorry for you know, Jonas and my father and everything. Goodbye.
Well, at least... Oh no, 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 no. Nope, nope, nope.
Quick, close the door. Close the door.
So I'm standing in front of the vault door, and they will not chase after me. Who we got up there? That's Officer Wolf, and sure he's not alone. I guess he is. It's just him. Oh, and Officer Park. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, I can't close it either. Okay. Well, they're not pursuing me out here, so that's nice. Oh, they've activated the door. So as I run back down the tunnel, the door...
Stay back!
Oh. I'm gonna guess that Amada just shot those two. And I can't get out. I can't help. Trying to listen. It's hard to hear through a vault door. Alright, so back down the tunnel we go. Can't go back into the vault. It's a rock tunnel, the one we saw in the introduction, with a wooden door reinforced with wire and steel. Open door to the Capital Wasteland. I am just gonna see if I can repair. Nope. Nope. Well, I've got quite a few things I can sell. Okay, I can further repair my utility jumpsuit. which I probably should have put on because it helps with repair. Alright, Vault Lab uniform. That'll help give me some science. And I can do a little bit of repair on my police baton. Oh, I still have my BB gun. That's interesting. Didn't know I still had it. I thought I gave it to Butch. Alright, we're gonna get the 10mm pistol out now. I can see here that I have over 160 rounds total, it looks like. It's a good starter gun. So for aid, I could eat the rad roach meat, but it has rads, and I want to avoid rads. So we'll just use another stim pack here. That should be enough to get our health, and into the capital wasteland we go. I could edit my name. I could edit my character avatar, gender. I could edit my special, my tag skills. I'm going to leave everything the way I chose and finish to exit the vault. Wow, that's the fastest loading screen I've ever seen. And unfortunately here, it's dark. Usually you have a very grandiose scheme. We are now outside of the vault. You see the cave door. Assign skill points. So I'm going to go 1 on lockpick to take it to 35. Sneak, we're going to go to 20. Speech, we're going to go to 35. Small guns to 20. Repair to 35. Barter to 20. I only have 1 point left here to spend. I'll put it into science. And new tag skills. So there's Black Widow. In combat, I do 10% more damage to male opponents because I'm playing a female. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options. Gun Nut. You're obsessed with using and maintaining a wide variety of conventional firearms. With the Gun Nut perk, you gain an additional 3 points to the small gun and or 5 points to small guns and repair. Intense training. No. Little Leaguer helps with melee. Swift Learner. You gain an additional 10% to experience. No. Thief. With each rank of Thief, you gain an immediate bonus to both Sneak and Lockpick. I'm gonna go with Black Widow for this round. And done. Okay. So there's the open the door to get back to the vault entrance. Won't do me any good though because I can't go to the vault door. Alright, so the DLCs are going to start loading in here, and we have just completed the tutorial. So I'm going to let the DLC load in, and we'll probably cut off the video there. And if there's interest in having this drawn out narration, there's a lot more to see than just this vault. This was just the tutorial. There's a whole world to explore. So if you're unable to see and you're interested in this descriptive video, then let me know. Give it a like, and I will continue on with this character and describe things as I go. The idea is to let you experience the game world of a classic game that doesn't have descriptions given in most of the playthroughs that people have. They'll read you the dialogue boxes, but you won't get descriptions of the environment that you see. So, if you're interested, let me know. See you later. Happy New Year.